What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here with the WNBA Layup session. I'm here with my guy, the franchise player, Chris Ruffolo, man. Just continue to do what we do, man. We just cook up some of this WNBA action. 2 games on the slate tonight. Wasn't my best night in the office last night in the WNBA. I went 0-1 officially. I had the Mercury laying the points. They won, failed to cover, however. Looking to bounce back tonight. I'm 3-2 officially on my top play of the night in the WNBA. So, looking to bounce back on that tonight. Chris, what's happening, Brody? How you doing today?
Doing all right. Yeah, I didn't have the strongest day on the premium side yesterday myself, but still, it's early in the season. It's one of those things where you can bounce back from it. We're still trying to get a feel for some of these teams, and for me, it was the Mystics that just fell flat in that fourth quarter. I thought that shooting 0 of 16 to start the game for Golden State from 3 would hurt this team, but again, they managed to pull it out, and now we just focus on a new day. New money making opportunities, like you say. It's a small card, but definitely money's there to be made.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First game on the board is a rematch from the other night. We've got the Indiana Fever, this time out on the road versus the Atlanta Dream. They're 4.5-point road favorites. Of course, we saw the Dream win the first one outright as 7.5-point dogs on the road. How you see this game tonight playing out?
Yeah, I'm looking at the over here. I think this is going to just be a sort of a carbon copy of what we saw in that most recent meeting, where was it like 181 points were scored in that game. The Fever continued to just light it up offensively. I mean, when you have a difference maker like Caitlin Clark in the lineup, it's probably going to be easy to score. But I mean, you got Boston doing some damage. You got just a deep team. They're well coached. But the Dream are starting to show me something. This is a team that can hit some shots from outside. Ryan Howard hit a few threes in that last game. Alicia Gray is taking over. So for me in this one, like I said, I just expect a carbon copy of the first meeting. I'm taking the over.
I like that over as well. Like you said, points came fairly easily, I thought, in that first game. That's going to be the huge question mark about Indiana this season. We know how good offensively they can be, but if ultimately they want to be what I think they are, a top 4 team in this league, they're going to have to get better defensively. And early in the season, I don't necessarily see those adjustments happening this quickly. However, I do still believe that the Fever are the better basketball team. And in the quick revenge bounce back game, I'm going to take the Fever. I'm going to lay the points here in this one. The Dream got them the other night. I thought that, although I had the Fever in that one, I thought they were a little overrated, a little overvalued coming off that huge win against the Sky. Tonight, though, like I said, in the revenge angle, the bounce back angle, quick revenge as well. If you watch the NBA Jam session, you know I love quick revenge. I'm taking the better team, which is the Fever. I think they have a much better game plan. I don't think they start this game nearly as slow as they started the first one. I don't think they go down as big in this game and have that big of a hole to climb out of like they did in the first one. I think they coast to a fairly comfortable win in this one tonight in a likely high-scoring game. Give me an over. Give me the Fever. I'm going to lay it here in our first game of the night. Keep it rolling, Chris. Second game, last game. We got the defending champs. A team near and dear to my heart. If you watched the layup session on last season, you know how much I love this team. The New York Liberty. They're 11.5-point road favorites over the Chicago Sky. Total 164.5. I do love the Liberty. I did have them winning the chip last season. I do right now currently still think they're the best team in the WNBA. However, tonight I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the Chicago Sky plus 2 points in this one tonight. If you know me, you know I love attacking specific spots, specific situations. And this is just one of those. Liberty coming off the huge game 1, dominating the Aces in the fashion that they did. The Sky coming off of the really disappointing blowout loss to the Fever in that game. Sky at home. It's just a culmination of everything for a bounce back game at home at the crib for the Sky in my mind, in my opinion. Liberty are head and shoulders the better basketball team. Liberty likely win this game comfortably, but I think 11.5 is just too many points. Everybody been beating up on Angel Reese over the last week or so following, what happened in that game against the Fever. I think tonight she comes in here and has a pretty good game on the glass. I like her for a double-double tonight, and I think Sky keep this game competitive, at least through the majority of it, at least from a point spread perspective. Give me the Sky plus the points here in this one. How you feeling, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to be on the Liberty here, mainly because I think that if the letdown was going to happen after the win over the Aces, it would have to happen within like a couple days. But we're talking about now 5 days between games. I think they've had a little bit of time to sort of let it subside. And at the end of the day, I just feel like the Liberty are the better team. I said it before in one of I can't remember if it was a layup session or our live show, but I wanted to see if the 58 points that the Sky scored in that game was a product of the Fever being all of a sudden an elite defense, or if it was just more about the Sky. And the 90 points that the Fever gave up to the Dream tells me that it's about the Sky. They're just not a good 3-point shooting team. I don't think this is a very improved team. I think they're going to have some struggles this season, and I just feel like the Liberty are the more complete team across the board in this game. So I'm going to roll with the Liberty in this one.
Fair enough, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We covered both. We appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. All we ask is that you smash that like button for us. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, we both have premium plays over at the site. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ParlayGuyJ. You can follow Ruffolo on Twitter at Pickdawgz. Tonight, of course, I do have a play that I absolutely love in the WNBA and the NBA. I got a baseball in there for y'all today as well. Money Making Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do the damn thing. You can hop on something long term, and let's continue to try to kick the crap out of the books. Ruffalo, what you got going on today?
Yeah, for me, just 2 plays on the board. NBA play today and my $15 play for Major League Baseball. But it's like I've said in past layup sessions, there will be plenty of WNBA action on the premium side. Just picking our spots and just making sure that we lock in the best of the best. So keep checking that out because, like I said, there will be plays there. But today, it's just 2 plays for me on the board.
Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow. Money Making Thursday. We out here. Peace.